And now I'm going to be adding the front wheel, which requires the smallest axle, and it's going to have 2 bushings that are of equal length. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now. It's kind of tricky because you have to put on the bushings, and that makes it a little bit difficult. So I slide this through first, put a bushing on, and this is kind of hard. So I'm going to try to slide this wheel on first, and then maybe add the bushing from here, slide it through here, then bring it back, slide the bolt through more. This is probably easier if you have 2 people because the frame is rocking. Maybe you get a friend or something. Before it comes out of the wheel, I'm going to go ahead and take my second bushing, and there we go. So now I just gotta use my mallet and line it up with the last hole. Now what you want to do is you want to even out these threads on each side of the wheel, so when you even it out, then you can just put the nuts on the end. I'm going to go ahead and grab some help real quick because I cannot do this by myself that well. But now I'm going to take each bolt and I'm going to put them on each side here. I'm going to go ahead and slide it on, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten these down. So this front wheel is all on, and as you can see, it spins good, and both of these nuts are tightened down on the end as well as they can be. So when it comes to mounting the rear wheel, basically you'll have 3 bushings left, and you want to take the second biggest one, place it inside of here, then place your brake over that, and that will give you some space between the sprocket and the brake. And basically what this is going to do is it's going to allow for you to put a bolt on the inside of here without it rubbing against the sprocket. So now I'm going to go ahead and mount this to the axle. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my smallest bushing from here, slide it on this back axle, and basically trying to keep all this together at once. I'm going to go ahead, align it. So I finally got it on, and that was kind of a pain in the butt because it didn't really help tell you what, it just said take a spacer and put it on. But I had to figure it out myself, so it made it a lot harder. But now I got everything all centered on this back axle, and I can go ahead and tighten these axle nuts. So now I have the front tire all done, the back tire all done, and I'm going to go ahead and do the seat, and then from there I'm going to probably take it off the table because it's kind of high to work on this type of surface. But in the same bag that comes with the nuts, it also comes with these 3 bolts, and these 3 bolts are going to be used to bolt the seat down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. So this throttle is pretty easy to install. You just unloosen it and slide it right on. I'm not going to tighten this down all the way yet because I have to put my handle grip on here, and first I want to go ahead and do the cable and the lower rear brake. So there's a bag dedicated to the brakes, and basically what you have is this like rod thing. It's got threads, and then it's kind of like flat right here. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to take this nut and I'm just going to swing it on here, and I'm going to tighten this down here pretty far down. Now what you want to do is slide it through here, and basically this, I'm pretty sure this is your adjuster, so you adjust how hard the brakes are going to be clamped. So it's kind of random right now, but then once you get the brakes on it, you fiddle with it. So then this one goes on the other side, and yet again you have to adjust this as needed with your brakes. So basically I have this now, and what this is going to be doing is it's going to have the cord run through it. So let me slide that through. The cord will be slid through, and now you have to adjust it with this back piece. So on the back piece, basically we have, so once you have this piece on, basically what you want to do is slide this on through and slide it all the way through. And then basically what I did over here is I just took this piece, it's a little adjuster thing, and basically what you want to do is before you put that on, you want to slide this through here, which this is basically the return spring, and then this can be slid through here. It's gonna have to do a little bit of maneuvering to do that, but basically I want to slide it through here. And now I can go ahead and tighten this piece down, and I will start to adjust this part of the brake. That is perfect with the engine all the way back, so as the chain loosens, I'll be able to slowly pull the engine forward, because over time the chain loosens and you get a little bit more slack in it. So looks like I barely got it, but I cut it to the right length. And I'm going to go ahead and pull these tightened. I'll align the chain after I get it on, then I'll fully tighten on these bolts. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to show that because it's kind of a lot of work to be doing both of the things at once. So I'll come back when the engine's all tightened and the chain's aligned. So now I'm going to add this throttle, and it's pretty easy. It just slides on. So just go ahead, push that in all the way. Then I will just go ahead and tighten these screws down. And I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but I'm just going to slide it through and tighten it onto here, and I should be all set to go for the throttle. So now when I pull back the throttle, you can see that this will move back, which gives it gas. So that engages the engine. That's all set up now. All I have to do left is add the pegs and I can start riding. So assembling the pegs is really easy. Basically, all you do is you take these two clamps, line them up, and it clamps on to your bike frame. So I can go ahead and take it and I can go ahead and basically you just want to find anywhere that's comfortable. I don't know, back here might be more comfortable, but I'm going to sit on the bike and see what I like. So it was a lot of fun making this bike. Hopefully you guys, if you guys have a kit, you can make your own. Links will be in the description for where I got my kit. This was $320. The engine was an extra $100 from Harbor Freight, and then the clutch was an extra $30 from eBay. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more woodworking videos, except for this one. I'll see you guys next week for another woodworking video.